So I'm going to enlighten you in case you didn't know, because I didn't know until I looked into it. So I voted for Barack twice. I didn't understand policies or nothing like that. Y'all told me he was a black president, and I'm like, well, I'm standing with my people. So I voted for him. I didn't look at his policies. I didn't care. Y'all said, you know, y'all told me black people were Democrats. So I voted as a Democrat. First time I voted was for Barack, and I voted twice because I didn't understand policies. I just wanted to see, a so-called, what y'all tell me, a black person in office. So I'm like, even though I never thought he was black, because I don't really subscribe to the one drop rule. You got to live black, walking and talking. And just because somebody look at your skin color and say, oh, you must be black, that's not enough for me. But anyway, now that we looked into politics and start studying, now I know Democrats has always been the party of the Klan. If you go back and watch them old videos in the 40s and 50s, 60s, them burning down black churches, burning crosses in people's yards, with them Klan members who were doing all that, they were Democrats. And all the black Republicans, they murdered them. They ain't to come around to the black churches and any black gathering and make sure they know to vote Democrat. Because I was wondering, how are these black people just Democrat and they just going with the flow? They were scared into it. They were scared into it. All the black Republicans got murdered out. The Malcolm X's, Martin Luther King's was all going to be voting Republican if they were voting. Martin Luther King actively had a beef with Hillary Clinton and they whole movement at the time he died. I didn't know all these things until I looked into it, and I'm assuming a lot of y'all don't know. So we were, murdered out and scared out of the Republican Party. The Democrats has always been the Klan. And, black people try to tell me the parties have switched. But I'm looking through history. I don't see the parties have switched. What I see is black Republicans who stood for something, the Freedmen Banks, all this stuff. They were all Republicans. They were murdered out. So when you study the history, you start seeing, okay, they killed all the strong black Republican men, and it came around with crosses and all that stuff to burn in people's yards who were, probably going to be voting Republican. So they did all this to make y'all Democrats. They killed all the men and told the women and children, vote Democrat or else. Vote Democrat or else. So after and even the white Republicans who were solid, the Democrats murdered them too. In case you ain't know. So then, yeah, we can say then, during that time period, racist Klan members from the Democratic Party went into the Republican Party. We can say that. But they never let go of the Democratic Party. And if you go back and look at Hillary Clinton's mentor or Joe Biden, the current president, if you go look at his mentor on record, is a Klan member. I think his last name was Byrd. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But he was a Klan member. That we do know. So Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden, leaders of the Democratic Party, credit a Klan member as fathering their political careers. A Klan member. I didn't know all this when I voted for Barack. All I know was they told me the parties are switched and we're Democrats now. And I'm like, well, the Democrats ain't making sense. Why are we staying Democrats and they ain't getting nothing done? Scared. Black people were murdered out of the Republican Party, and threatened and said, vote Democrat or else. And we basically been Democrats ever since because of fear. So it ain't no way I'm going to continue to vote Democrat, because I'm not scary. I'm not scared. And then you wonder why Democrats ain't getting nothing done. They're done with black issues. They're going to global issues, people of color, you know, gays, illegal immigrants. Blacks ain't in this equation anymore with Democrats. Democrats actually, I would say, are not even allowed to help black people, because the Klan never let go of the Democratic Party. Some of them went to the Republican Party, but they never let go of the Democratic Party. And if you are one of the ones that say the parties have switched, please reply to this with names and dates and people. Because what I'm telling you is all fact. I went and did my history. I might not be able to articulate it like a Candace Owen or a Roland Martin or Dr. Umar. But the fact is, blacks are Republicans. And yeah. So I'm voting Republican. Let's go, Trump.